since I was a little kid. So I figure we go through them. We've done it before. We'll go through them and we'll see what they're about. Oh, look at this! I got how cheap I was. I slipped one in the front, slip it in the back, baby. So what we're doing is we're taking out the. There we go. Here's the Heroes Reborn, issue number 1. And issue number 2. 1 and 2 back to back. Haha, that's right, Pierre Kelly. So I Married with Children comic. Yes, spoilers. Spoilers. Love and comics. Pierre Kelly, what do you prefer, Marvel or DC? Pierre? Oh, look, we got a full buy it now on video cassette. We are the men in black. Well, however the song goes. Look at this, man. Triple page splash. Yeah, because look, the bubbles go all the way through. Triple page action right there. I think actually somebody looked this up. I think this is the first time. I think this is the first time we see Tony Stark with a goatee. Yes, he's always had a mustache, right? And I think this is the first time we see Tony Stark with a goatee, if I remember that. Issue number 2. I am Iron Man. Does it say Salvador? $1.99 back in the day. Look what the ad is for. Half baked. Another triple page splash. Look at that. And on the back, oh man, look at this. I remember this game. The galaxy is far, far away. The fighting is up close and personal. Fa, 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 fa. Back on this one. There you go. Yeah. Is my Google hooked up? Okay, Google. When is the first time we see Tony Stark with a goatee in the comics?
Tony Stark was first drawn with a goatee in 1996's Iron Man Volume 2 Number 1, which was part of the Heroes Reborn storyline.
There you go. Key issue. I actually have a key issue. Goatee Tony. Goatee Tony. Maybe I'll get it slabbed. That's what the kids are doing right now. Okay, that's pretty cool. Hey, I'm a Tony Stark. Hey, I'm the Iron Man. So tomorrow, check this out. Tomorrow, there's a local toy store, and I'm going to be doing some footage over there. Bella Toy Stores here in Virginia Beach. Local homegrown toy store. Let me know how you like to do it. Do you like to tape them right away, or do you like to put them all in the bags and books first, and then you tape them? I'm going to try just putting them in the bags and board, and then just go through the tape in case I want to pull one out. Look at that. They look so much better. You put them in a new bag. Look at that. Boom. Shiny armor. Okay, Pierre Kelly. Here's this for you. Love and marriage. This I tell you, brother. You can't have one without the. Was that Now Comics? Okay, Google. Does Now Comics still exist?
No, Now Comics is defunct. The corporation was fully dissolved in February 2006 after a few relaunch attempts following its original run.
What are some popular What are some popular titles from Now Comics?
Now Comics was known for licensed titles like The Green Hornet, The Real Ghostbusters, Married with Children, Speed Racer, and The Terminator.
Ow. Yeah, just like her. Peggy. I'm gonna have to break this down. I'm gonna have to break this down. It's like an episode of Married with Children. Speaking of TV comics, okay, look, here's one. Here's one. You know what? I'll just grab the other one now. Hey, Willie, it's Robert Redford. Yeah, I got an Alf comic. Oh, look at that baby. Oh, hold on. I'll be right back. I'll be right back. All right. 1 2 1 2 1 2. Can you still hear me? Got married with children on the back. Oh, look at this. The Ninja, was it Ninja Gaiden? Handheld. What year is this? That is so funny. What year it is? 89. Okay, now here's a perfect example. This is what I mentioned. So I used to get my comics off the stand, right? The lotto store. And they would always write, I think, the date or something. Look at that. They would always write something with pen. Robert Redford. Hey, Willie. You got Fruity Pebbles ad. That Willie, the kid, Alf, the mom, the daughter over there. That's funny. Well, there you go. And it wasn't Star. It wasn't Star Comics. It was just Alf. So does that mean Alf is canon in the Marvel universe, in the comic universe, because he's not part of the Star? All right, let's bag these babies. I'm gonna have to leave again. Someone keeps knocking. I know Alf. Alf had a TV show, and Alf also had a cartoon. In the bag it goes. Pierre, you can hear me. I'm off camera. I want to make sure you're able to hear me. Whoever's watching this right now, if you can let me know in the comments if you're able to hear me. Test 1 2 1 2. Yeah, Alf had a right. He had a cartoon, right? Based on it, back on it. He was back on his planet. There we go. Al Bundy looks brand new again. Peggy. Alf had a TV show on TV Land once. Yeah. He had a talk show, right? They gave him a talk show after his like they tried to bring him back. He did have a cartoon. Yeah. What was his name? Gordon Shumway, right? Gordon Shumway or whatever from Melmac. What was it? He used to like to eat cats. Alf, please don't eat the cat. Huh. Look what's on the back. If Party Popple picked a peck of Popple pals, who'd be the new perky playful pals at Party Popple picked? The hell are these guys? New softballs, new baby popples, new rock stars, new puffing popples, bunch of drug addicts. All right, what's next? Next on the list. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, here's a biggie. Here's a heavy one. Boom. Justice League of America versus the Avengers. Oh man, I got like 3 books stuffed in here. Oh, I don't have number. I don't have number 3. I don't have number 3. Oh my god, can you name everybody? I can name everybody. Captain America, Adam, Wonder Woman, Superman, Thor, Batman, Iron Man. Ooh, got a back cover. Vision, Scarlet Witch, Green Lantern, Hawkeye, Martian Manhunter, The Flash, Triathlon. I think his name was Triathlon. Quicksilver, Aquaman, She Hulk, uh, Captain Marvel, a Warbird, Photon, whatever she was going back with right there. I can't tell. Is that Jack of Hearts? Yes, that is Jack of Hearts. And there's Plastic Man, Starro, and that's the what do you call that guy? That's Terminus, something like that, right? Terminix. And on issue 2 of 4, who we got here? You got look at that. Wonder Woman is fighting Hercules. Look at this power of battle right there. Superman versus Thor. Zantana's doing right. Zartana, Zantana. I don't remember Zantana doing magic. Who's she fighting? Oh, it's in the back. Oh my God! Double book, double full spread. We got Batman versus Captain America. Flash. You got Yellow Jacket fighting the Atom. You got Quasar. Oh, who's getting blasted? Iron Man. Look at Green Lantern's blasting Iron Man. Who? Oh, Wasp. That's Wasp. Wasp is shooting. Look at Wasp. The Wasp's fighting 2v1. Plastic Man and Black Canary. She Hulk just punched Aquaman. Oh my God. They got the Black Panther against the Blue Beetle. Are they trying to kill this guy again? Oh, this one's got everybody. Look at this. Ooh, man, this is a whole game just naming everybody. Let's get them all on the page. Oh, there's the Hulk. Mr. McGee, don't make me angry. I forgot what happens at the end of this. I know they all like get mad at each other and then they like and then they team up and I know Superman beats Thor. I know Mark from Legion of Comics likes that too. I actually think that was in issue 2. Oh, look at that. They've been sharing the same plastic for all these years. Now it gets a nice, new, shiny. Look at that. Oh, that looks good. This is stuff, man. Growing up, you guys are so spoiled, man. Growing up, this is stuff we freaking dreamed about. How come they can't do a crossover, man? They only did it once. You know, they did it with the Hulk and Batman. They did it with the Teen Titans and the X Men. Why don't we just put like the whole universe versus the whole universe? Yeah, man. Who knew? Who knew? And it's got the hardcover. You know what I'm saying? It's like the hard. It's not a paper. Well, it's cardboard, but it's the fancy paper. There I can't get it in. Oh, there we go. Look at that. It looks so good with that new shiny. You guys doing anything for Thanksgiving? So we're gonna be in a cabin all next week. Yeah, man. So if you don't hear from me, that's because my wife killed me in the cabin. But we're gonna be in a cabin all next week for Thanksgiving in the mountains of Virginia. I'm gonna bring the computer. I'm gonna be streaming live from there. I got some ideas. I'm gonna be checking out the local toy store over there. I'm gonna be checking out the local comic book store over there. I'm gonna be checking out the local Walmart over there to see if we get anything good in the clearance aisle. I always find good stuff in a Walmart that's not mine. You know, look at that. A lot of people on this cover, man. A lot of people. Okay, next on the list, Pierre Kelly says, "I'm gonna watch Mario in the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade TV." Yeah, you know, I lived in New York all my life. I don't think we ever went. We went to a lot of parades, like the Greek parade, the Spanish parade and stuff like that. I don't think we ever been. I think we went to the Thanksgiving parade one time. So check this out, man. When I was in Greece, I picked this up. Spider-Man in Greek. Yeah, look at this. Everything's in Greek. Feta cheese, gyro, Spider-Man. Yeah, look, man. Black hat. Felicia Hardy is Greek. What's his face? Sabretooth is Greek. There's like a key issue too. This is a famous issue, but it's in Greek, so I don't know what the hell's going on. I don't know what they're saying. It's got two issues in there. Oh, what's in the back? Oh, we got an Avengers comic in the back. What is going on here? This is the Avengers. Oh yeah, this guy. Didn't they change his name? Yellow Claw or something? Claw, or whatever. Hell yeah, man. I gotta translate. Now I need to know. Okay, now I need to know, were these American letters that they translated to Greek, or were these actual Greek Marvel fans writing in? And now I need to know. I need to know. Like, make me, you translate it as like, hey, I'm Bobby from Chicago. I didn't like issue number 123, blah, 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 blah. Or this is like, hello, I am Tassos from Thessaloniki. I called to complain about the Spider Man comic issue number 132. What is this mess? But yeah, man, Spider Man in Greek. Who knew? Who knew? Oh yeah, by the way, these are the bags I'm using. Collected comic book bags. Yeah, it's a thick book, man. So you get not bad. Greeks giving you two books for the price of one. Got a classic Spider Man. That cover looks like what was it? The Spectacular Spider Man? Yeah, it looks like they crossed out the Spectacular. Or was it Peter Parker? The Spectacular Spider Man? And what was the other one? The Web of Spider Man, right? The Web of Spider Man was the one back in the 80s. Yeah, I collected a lot of Spider Man back in the day. Maybe all the way up to the 90s. So Tom McFarlane left, I think. I stopped collecting Spider Man. Put that sucker in. There you go. Oh, it's a tight one. The Taiwan, the Greeks, they didn't cut the paper exactly the same. All right. What do we got? What do we got? Look, man. I used to use. Yikes! Look at this. Yikes! It's stuck. Look! Look! Ah! Ah. George Conrado's. What class is this? Language arts. Yeah, yeah, man. Back in the day, you used anything you could get your hands on. George Conrado's St. Leo's is my schedule. 7th grade. So I was in 7th grade. Look at me doodling. St. Leo's School. Lunchtime. Miss Gonzalez. Miss Fitzharris. Funny, funny, funny. Funny, funny, funny. All right. What's this one? This one is Marvel Comics in a 4-issue limited series, the saga of the original Human Torch. Not Johnny Storm, not Fantastic Four. This is actually was it Richard Hammond? No, what's the John Hammond, right? John Hammond. There he is. Double Dragon. And on the back, do modern comic books still have advertisements for pimples? Like for Clearasil? Look at this. Ah, Clearasil. Double tap your zits when you double clear pads from Clearasil. Treat pimples, you have a zap. Fight ones you don't zap. This guy was a robot, yeah, an android. And just like that, it becomes near mint. Right. I bagged this one already. Namor, All American, all new direction for Namor, the Submariner. That John Bryan. I picked this one up recently. This is my first. I say everybody's talking about Mark Spears. I still haven't read it yet. I'll probably read it when I jump off. $6. I pay $6 for this. Jesus fucking Christ! $6 for a comic book and is this skinny? Oh yeah, I'm gonna be fucking definitely breaking this one down. Here's another new issue I picked up recently. Godzilla destroys the Marvel universe. I think this is like last month's or something, but still haven't gotten to these yet. I got to get to them. And while we're putting stuff away, I showed you this one before. Here's my Quick Stops Volume 3, issue number 20, signed by Kevin Smith. All right. Boom. I always like these. Kind of like the Greek one because they always have like two stories. I know they're reprints. But it's like I buy this book and I get two comics in one. Oh, look who's in the back. Phineas and Ferb. Got a nice poster there like that. Dragon Wars. Oh, that's like Hulk's foot. Hulk smash. Oh, looks like we got a Spider-Man book in the back. Not bad. 2 for 1, man. 2 for 1. Fantastic Four featuring Spider-Man. right. Oh, here's one I just picked up recently. Also, boom! Look at this. Got the foil cover, right? Batman number 47, June, July. That shit did not cost $7.99 back in the day. I did get this one. I like the cover. Got a very shiny cover. Look at that. The origin of Batman. Oh, look, they even glammed out the original advertisements. That's pretty cool. Old school Batman. I love Robin. I'm a big Robin fan. I'm Batman, but I like Robin though. Nice, nice, nice. Oh, there we go. There's his origin. I'm Batman. Very cool. Like I don't want to touch the cover and get my fingerprints all over it. Oh, look, we got the Bat plane, the Batmobile, the Bat signal. I think this is the first time, right? Is it true? Let me know. I think this is the first one. Well, we see all these things. Ah, there she goes. And there she goes. You're watching the 757 Hustle Show. My name is George. We're hanging out here on a Tuesday night, just bagging some books. Hope everybody's doing well. These are all my original comics from when I was a kid. Look, you can tell they're all messed up. Ran out of tape, ran out of plastics. What's this one? You can tell they're in pretty good shape, man. You know, they're a little thing here and there. And I read these. I read all of them too. So Spider-Man Final Adventure. I think this was during the Ben Riley when Ben Riley came out, right? The clones. And I think this was the last Peter Parker before he went and retired. That's pretty cool. Look at him jumping out the window. Yeah, I think this is when him and Mary Jane are like, yeah, I'm going to retire, maybe for like a month. And then they do the whole, he's back. The original is back. Peter Parker. Who's your favorite Peter Parker? I like all of them. I like all of them. Tom Holland was my least favorite, but the last movie he made up. The last movie he got a little more tough. That's pretty cool. What's that say? Can I read that? For 5 years, he was the Amazing Spider-Man. Now Peter Parker is happily married with a baby on the way. Having left New York in the care of Ben Riley, yeah, that was his clone, the original Spider-Man from when he was cloned. Peter and his wife Mary Jane have started a new life in Portland, Oregon, where Peter works selling weed at a dispensary. How about that? Peter Parker retired to go sell weed. All right. Spider-Man, thank you very much. Speaking of Spider-Man, here we go again. Another. Now, this is funny, right? A couple of years back, we were in a situation. I needed money, and I sold these books down here. Right, I had them all newsstand, Craven, and all that stuff. And now I have it again in Greek. You think they're worth money in Greek? I got the Maximum Carnage in Greek. Look at that. Feta cheese. Ah, that's awesome. But yeah, look, man, not bad. You get three books. Three books for the price of one. Issue number 10, 11, 12. Modern Times. Here's the bios in case you want to know what happens in those books. Screenshot it, and then you could translate the words. Okay, Google. How do you say Spider-Man in Greek?
And say it as Spiderman, Spaderman, or the descriptive form Omicron Anthropos Arachni, O Anthropos Arachni, which means the Spider-Man.
Huh. Okay, Google. Who are some modern day Greek superheroes?
The most prominent is Wonder Woman, Diana Prince, who is an Amazonian warrior from Greek mythology. Other figures from Greek mythology that appear as superheroes or prominent characters in modern comics include Hercules, Marvel Comics, Ares, DC, and Marvel Comics. Various Olympians like Zeus, Athena, and Poseidon, often recurring in Wonder Woman and other DC Marvel stories.
What about non Greek gods, just Greek origin superheroes?
The most well-known modern, non-godly superhero with Greek origin is Elektra Natchios, Marvel Comics. Elektra Natchios, a highly skilled assassin and anti-hero of Greek descent, often associated with Daredevil. She does not derive her powers from the Greek pantheon. Michael Morbius, Morbius the Living Vampire, a brilliant Greek-American biochemist who develops a form of pseudo-vampirism after attempting to cure his own rare blood disease. Other characters with Greek ancestry, though not always central heroes, include members of Elektra's family, like her father, Hugo Natchios, and sometimes villains like Maxi Zeus, a Batman foe who believes he is the Greek god Zeus.
There you go. I didn't know Morbius is Greek, I guess, yeah. Yeah, in the movie. Yeah, in the movie they showed him in Greece when they were kids, right? At the beginning. So isn't Avalanche from Brotherhood of Evil Mutants Greek also?
Yes, the original Marvel Comics character, Avalanche, Dominikos Petrakis, is a mutant immigrant from the Greek island of Crete.
There you go. You see? The Greeks. All right. Look at this. What is X Force #1 about?
The 1991 X-Force #1 by Rob Liefeld and Fabian Nicieza focuses on Cable leading the former New Mutants team, now rebranded as X-Force, on their first mission to an Antarctic base to combat the Mutant Liberation Front, MLF, led by Cable's nemesis, Strife. The issue establishes the team's aggressive, militant new direction.
Who was on that team?
The initial team roster for X-Force #1, 1991, included Cable, leader, Boom Boom, Cannonball, Domino, later revealed to be Copycat, Feral, Shatterstar, and Warpath.
Famous stories from the original X Force run.
The most famous storylines are Executioner's Song, a major crossover involving Cable, Strife, and Cyclops, the early issues establishing their militant anti-hero tone and fight against the Mutant Liberation Front, and the Road Trip era where the team was untethered and exploring their relationships.
All right. X Force #1. I remember when this next one came out. I was very excited about this one. Tell me about the Marvels, The New Warriors.
The New Warriors are a Marvel superhero team, traditionally composed of young adult/teen heroes that serves as a junior counterpart to the Avengers. The original 1990 founding members were Night Thrasher, Firestar, Marvel Boy, later Justice, Namorita, Nova, Richard Rider, and Speedball. They are most famous for inadvertently causing the Stamford disaster, a televised fight that resulted in a massive loss of civilian life, which served as the catalyst for Marvel's Civil War storyline.
Do they still make The New Warriors comics?
No. There is currently no ongoing New Warriors comic series being published by Marvel. The team has had several limited series and reboots over the years, but the most recent series planned for 2020 was ultimately canceled.
I know. What was the first appearance in Thor? Right. What was the New Warriors' first appearance? What was the New Warriors' first appearance?
The New Warriors first appeared in a cameo in the Mighty Thor number 411, December 1989, with their full debut in formation in the Mighty Thor number 412.
They're fighting the Juggernaut. Yeah. What villain were they fighting?
In their first appearance in the Mighty Thor number 412, the New Warriors helped Thor battle the Juggernaut during the Acts of Vengeance storyline.
Got that batch. That batch is done. I got a few more I can do. I got a few more. Hold on. All right. There you go. Superman. Da, 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 da. X-Force should have been an MCU movie. Yeah, I know, man. Or a TV show, something. You know? What year did Superman die in the comics?
The most famous storyline, The Death of Superman, concluded with his death in 1992 in Superman number 75.
Supergirl in Action Comics, the all-new Metropolis Marvel. She got red panties. Boom. Terminated. Oh, we got a two for Tuesday. Two for Tuesday. Boom. Why is Avengers West Coast issue 1 and 2 special?
It is special because it is the final issue of the original Avengers West Coast series, concluding with the official disbandment of the team following a vote, which leads directly to the formation of the new team, ForceWorks.
ForceWorks. That's what the cartoon. Remember the Iron Man cartoon from the 90s? That's what they call themselves. They call themselves ForceWorks. Boom. Okay. Tell me about Avengers Disassembled issue 500.
Avengers number 500 is the start of the landmark Avengers Disassembled storyline by Brian Michael Bendis and David Finch. This double-sized issue kicks off a brutal, chaotic attack on the Avengers, resulting in the destruction of the Mansion, the death of Scott Lang, Ant-Man, the rampage of She-Hulk, and the destruction of Vision by her hand, setting the stage for the team's ultimate collapse and subsequent relaunch as the new Avengers.
Is that book worth any money?
Avengers number 500 is worth $10 to $35 for an unslabbed high-grade copy and $80 plus for rare variant editions or those professionally graded at a 9.8, near mint. It is a key issue, but not a high-value key.
Okay. Here we go. Superman, Man of Steel 45 and 69. Tell me about Superman, Man of Steel, issue 45.
Superman, the Man of Steel #45, June 1995, is part 4 of the Death of Clark Kent storyline. In this issue, Clark Kent is declared dead, and Superman is forced to go into hiding because the villain...
No, sorry, issue 18. Superman, Man of Steel, issue 18.
Superman, the Man of Steel number 18, December 1992, is the first full appearance of the villain Doomsday, who would go on to kill Superman. The main plot of the issue involves Superman fighting the Underworlders beneath Metropolis, while separate panels show Doomsday breaking out of his prison and beginning his rampage.
Average value of this book in Raw?
The average raw value for Superman, the Man of Steel number 18, first full Doomsday appearance, is typically $10 to $30 for a high-grade, ungraded copy, though near-mint copies can sell for $35 or slightly more. Prices vary widely based on condition, and whether it's the first or a later printing.
Tell me about Justice League of America, issue 69.
Two major DC comics share this number. 1. Justice League of America number 69, 1969. This Silver Age issue, titled The Plot to Make Green Arrow a Murderer, features Wonder Woman leaving the Justice League to pursue her new existence as immortal. 2. Justice League America number 69, 1992. This is part 6 of the Death of Superman storyline, where the current Justice League, Booster Gold, Blue Beetle, Ice, Fire, Maxima, Guy Gardner, and Bloodwind, is viciously defeated by Doomsday, who gets his famous name from Booster Gold.
What's the average value of this book?
Since there are two different Justice League #69s, 1. Justice League America number 69, 1992 Doomsday Fight. A raw high-grade copy is typically $15 to $35. 2. Justice League of America number 69, 1969 Wonder Woman Quits. A raw mid-grade Silver Age copy is typically $10 to $30.
All right. So far, all these books are like $10 a pop. $5.99 maybe. There's another piece of cardboard I use. Look, started imprinting the back. Look the back of here. Superman Action Comics issue 684.
Action Comics number 684, 1992, is part 5 of the pivotal Doomsday storyline, where Superman desperately tries to prevent the monster Doomsday from reaching Metropolis, ultimately leading to their famous final fight. A raw high-grade copy is typically valued around $10 to $35.
Get in there, Superman. You gotta be patient because you rush this, and next thing you know, you bend the corners. All right, that one there. What about Superman Man of Steel issue 19?
Superman, the Man of Steel number 19, January 1993, is a major issue in the Death of Superman storyline, where Doomsday reaches Metropolis, beginning the climactic battle that leads to Superman's death in the next issue. A raw high-grade copy is typically valued around $15 to $35.
Ooh. We're up to the 15 now. because they're getting closer to Metropolis. All right. Do Superman number 74.
Superman number 74, Volume 2, December 1992, is the first time Superman directly fights Doomsday, continuing the Death of Superman storyline. Story: Doomsday, having already defeated the Justice League, confronts Superman in a suburban neighborhood. The fight forces Superman to prioritize stopping the monster over saving immediate bystanders. Value: a raw, high-grade copy generally sells for $10 to $35.
Okay. Another $10. All right. The Adventures of Superman, issue 497. The Adventures of Superman, 497.
The Adventures of Superman number 497, December 1992, is Asterisk Part 4 of the Doomsday storyline theme. The issue focuses on Superman pursuing Doomsday Han, having to leave the defeated Justice League behind. He continues to battle the creature, who is moving closer to Metropolis, and is assisted briefly by Maxima. A raw, high-grade copy is typically valued between $10 and $35.
It's getting hot. All right, we're going back to Marvel. Tell me about the Mighty Thor, issue 411.
The Mighty Thor number 411, December 1989, is a key issue in the Acts of Vengeance crossover, featuring Thor battling the Juggernaut in New York. Crucially, it contains the first cameo team appearance of the New Warriors, Nova, Night Thrasher, Namorita, Speedball, Firestar, and Marvel Boy, who arrive to assist Thor.
Current value of the book.
A raw, high-grade copy of the Mighty Thor number 411 is typically valued between $25 and $40, with higher-end, near-mint copies sometimes going for more.
Oh, we're going to put this one in a separate pile. We're going to put that one in a separate pile. What about the Mighty Thor, issue 412?
The Mighty Thor number 412, January 1990, is highly significant because it features the first full team appearance of the New Warriors on the cover and in the story, where they formally confront the Juggernaut. A raw, high-grade copy is currently valued around $25 to $45.
My friend. This one's going in the special pile. Still got to tape these books. All right. What we got here? We got one more Marvel. Sweet Christmas. Tell me about the Vision and the Scarlet Witch, issue number 8.
The Vision and the Scarlet Witch refers to multiple comic series focusing on the relationship between the synthezoid Vision and the magic-wielding Wanda Maximoff, Scarlet Witch. The most famous series, the 1985 12-issue limited series, details their attempt to live a normal suburban life after leaving the Avengers, culminating in Wanda magically becoming pregnant and giving birth to their twin sons, Billy and Tommy. This series also notably revealed Magneto to be Wanda and Pietro's father, a reveal later retconned.
You know, I've seen this. I always wanted to play this game when I was a kid. Home computer. Yeah, it was a home I don't know what it was. What was it called? Incredible Hulk. Okay, Google. Tell me about the Incredible Hulk computer game. Scott Adams presents Marvel Adventures from Adventure International.
The game is Quest Probe featuring the Hulk, released in 1984 by Adventure International, and it was the first entry in an intended series of Marvel Comics-based graphic text adventures by legendary adventure game designer Scott Adams. Genre and gameplay: it is an interactive fiction game where you play as both Bruce Banner and the Hulk, navigating locations by typing commands like Get Gem or Hulk Smash to solve puzzles. Plot: the Hulk/Banner is abducted by a villain called the Chief Examiner and trapped in a mysterious lair, tasked with collecting various gems of power to escape. Art: the game featured static graphics, on disc versions, adapted from Marvel artists like Mark Gruenwald and John Romita Sr. Tie-in: it was accompanied by a separate Quest Probe comic book that provided the backstory.
Huh. I'm going to have to investigate that. Oh, look at this. Dun, dun, dun. Old school. This book's beat up. Detective Comics, Batman, issue number 513.
Detective Comics number 513, April 1982, features Batman captured by Two-Face, and the story, Only, is better than none, while Vicky Vale reveals to Alfred that she knows Bruce is Batman. A raw, high-grade copy of this Bronze Age comic typically sells for $15 to $35.
Is this a key issue because of the Vicky Vale?
While Detective Comics number 513 features the major moment where Vicky Vale reveals she knows Bruce Wayne is Batman to Alfred, it is generally not considered a major key issue that drives high value. Its value remains low for a Bronze Age comic.
But it's got a nice cover. Oh, we're going back again to look at this. Captain America in Greek, man. Deathlock lives. Tell me about the 1980s Captain America story that has Deathlock on the cover and it says Deathlock lives. Tell me about the 1980s Captain America book that has Deathlock on the cover with the story Deathlock lives.
The 1980s Captain America title is defined by the long-running Mark Gruenwald run, which began in 1985 and lasted a decade. Key 1980s stories include Captain America considering a run for president, John Byrne's run, the debut of the Serpent Society, and the dramatic storyline where Steve Rogers quits, leading to John Walker, Super Patriot U.S. agent, temporarily becoming Captain America.
Who is Marvel's Deathlock?
Deathlock is a cyborg anti-hero, originally Colonel Luther Manning, a soldier fatally injured and reanimated in a dystopian future, who then struggles to regain his humanity while battling his programming. The mantle has since been used by several characters, including Michael Collins and Gemma Simmons.
Is he basically like a Terminator?
Deathlock is similar to a Terminator in that he is a cyborg from a dystopian future. But unlike the T-800, the original Deathlock, Luther Manning, is a soldier with his human consciousness intact, fighting against the machine's programming to regain his humanity.
This book doesn't fit in the modern. I have to get put in the old. All right. You know what? Let's do. All right. Look at that. Tell me about Thunderbolts, number 1.
Thunderbolts number 1, 1997, features the debut of a new heroic team that steps up after the Avengers disappeared during Onslaught. The famous twist ending of this issue reveals the Thunderbolts are actually Baron Zemo's Masters of Evil supervillains in disguise, setting up their long-running storyline of false heroism and eventual redemption. A raw, high-grade copy is currently valued around $25 to $45.
Oh, yeah. There you go. Thunderbolts. The Confession, Civil War, issue number 1.
Civil War, The Confession number 1 is a 2007 one-shot that follows the main Civil War series. It features Tony Stark's emotional confession to the deceased Captain America's body, revealing his guilt and regret over the war, followed by a flashback to the final conversation between Tony and Steve Rogers before Cap's assassination.
Value?
I have increased the volume by 10%.
Issue 18. Tell me about the New Avengers, issue number 7. Okay, Google. Tell me about the New Avengers, issue number 7.
The recent Avengers 2023 issue number 7 kicks off a new story arc called Twilight Dreaming, dropping the team into a bleak apocalyptic future battle where they are losing and Vision is dead. It is revealed that this devastating scenario is a trick created by the villain Nightmare as he introduces a new threat, Merdin and his Twilight Court, who are after Kang. Superman, the Man of Steel number 18, December 1992, is the first full appearance of the villain Doomsday.
Okay, Google. Tell me about Marvel Comics, the New Avengers, issue 7, The Sentry, part 1.
New Avengers issue 7, The Sentry Part 1 is a significant comic for two main reasons. It introduces the Sentry to the New Avengers team, and it features the first appearance of the Illuminati. The plot follows Iron Man asking for information about Robert Reynolds, the Sentry, from the secret powerful cabal known as the Illuminati. Iron Man, Doctor Strange, Mr. Fantastic, Professor X, Namor, and Black Bolt. Meanwhile, the other New Avengers members battle the escaped supervillain the Wrecker, and Captain America and Iron Man go to find Sentry, who is hiding in fear, believing the use of his powers will summon his destructive alter ego, the Void. Would you like a more detailed breakdown of the Sentry's powers or the Illuminati's goals?
Average price of that book.
The price of Marvel Comics, The New Avengers issue number 7, volume 1, 2005, can vary widely depending on its condition, grade, and whether it is a standard cover or a variant edition. This issue is considered a key comic because it features the first appearance of the Illuminati. Here is an average price breakdown based on recent sales and market value. Condition grade, CGCC/BGS. Estimated fair market value, FMV. Ungraded, near mint, very fine, $20 to $40. CGC 9.4, near mint, $100 to $110. CGC 9.6, near mint plus, $100 to $135. CGC 9.8, near mint, SMINT, $200 to $260 plus. Note, the original cover price for the book in July 2005 was $2.25. If you are looking for a lower grade readable copy, you can typically find it for between $15 and $30. Variant covers, like the Neil Adams 125 variant, can sell for much higher, especially in high grades.
All right. I couldn't find these. I was looking for these for Halloween, and it was too late. Tell me about Marvel Comics, The Supernaturals, 4-issue limited series.
The Supernaturals was a 4-issue limited series from 1998, set in a parallel Marvel universe where a chaos event wiped out all non-supernatural heroes. The series, created by Brian Pulido, Mark Andreyko, and Ivan Rice, follows a team of surviving magical heroes: Brother Voodoo, Black Cat, Ghost Rider, Johnny Blaze, Satana, Werewolf by Night, and Gargoyle. as they battle a mysterious new jack-o'-lantern to prevent another cosmic catastrophe.
Average price of those books.
The price for Marvel Comics, The Supernaturals Limited Series 1998, varies significantly by condition and whether it includes the original Halloween masks. Individual issues, ungraded, very fine, near mint, typically $5 to $15 per issue. Full 4-issue set, ungraded, very fine, near mint with masks, around $40 to $80. CGC graded 9.8, issue number 1, can sell for $100 to $200 plus. The value is generally higher for issue number 1 as the first appearance of the team, and if the original Halloween mask is still included.
I got number 1 somewhere. Stiff with the vengeance. What? Hard jeans, Levi. Because, because in the 2000s, in the 90s, the late 90s, people were sick of soft jeans. We needed hard jeans. And I think I got one more for the night. Trying to find one with no cover. Check this out. Okay, Google. Tell me about X-Men Survival Guide to the Mansion comic.
X-Men Survival Guide to the Mansion is a 1993 one-shot, single issue, with a spiral-bound cover that functions as an in-universe reference book. It provides a detailed tour and blueprints of the Xavier Institute, Mansion, exploring areas like the Danger Room, Cerebro, the War Room, and the Living Quarters, with text and illustrations by creators like Scott Lobdell and Andy Kubert.
Is this a rare book?
The standard spiral-bound edition is not considered rare. Copies in good condition often sell for $5 to $15. However, a rare flat-format variant was included with a specific X-Men board game and can be much harder to find.
How much does that one go for?
The standard spiral-bound edition of X-Men Survival Guide to the Mansion typically sells for $5 to $15 in good condition. The rare flat-format variant is harder to price but goes for significantly more.
Oh, this is the one from the X-Men game. Okay, that's where I got this from the 3D X-Men game. I got. Tell me about X-Men Annual number 1, Shatter Shot, Part 1.
The issue you're referring to is likely Extraordinary X-Men Annual Number 1, 2016, which contains the story Shuttershot Part 1. The plot follows Storm negotiating with the British government to transfer 2 mutant prisoners, Ramrod and Ruckus, to the X-Men's custody to protect them from the approaching Terrigen Cloud. Storm leads a team, Magic, Nightcrawler, Jean Grey, Forge, and Old Man Logan, to extract the villains, despite a prison field that nullifies their powers inside the walls. Note: the very first X-Men Annual from 1970 was a reprint book and did not feature a story titled Shuttershot.
No. X-Men Annual number 1 from 92.
X-Men Annual Number 1, 1992, is the first
Shatter.
part of the Shattershot crossover event. The main story, The Slaves of Destiny, features the X-Men protecting Arize, the creator of the humanoid slaves of the villain Mojo, after Arize flees the Mojoverse and arrives on Earth. This annual has art by Jim Lee and others, and an ungraded copy is typically priced $5 to $20.
Right? Sometimes it's just about the story, Tight fit. That's a tight fit. All right. Here we go. Last one of the night. This one's for you, Pierre. Tell me about the Uncanny X-Men issue 251.
The Uncanny X-Men number 251, November 1989, is a pivotal issue, concluding the dissolution and rebirth storyline and the Outback era. Titled Fever Dream, the issue is famous for its iconic cover showing Wolverine crucified on an X-shaped cross by the Reavers. While Wolverine is being tortured, the rest of the remaining X-Men, Psylocke, Havoc, Colossus, and Dazzler, use the Siege Perilous to escape certain death, essentially disbanding the team. It also marks the beginning of the crucial alliance between Wolverine and Jubilee, who helps him escape.
Is this a key issue, and what's the average price?
Yes, it is a key issue due to its iconic Wolverine crucifixion cover and its role in disbanding the X-Men and starting the Wolverine/Jubilee dynamic. The average price is, ungraded, near mint's very fine, $30 to $60.
Oh,
CGC graded 9.8, $200 to $260 plus.
remember, I used to collect because I was a fan, not because I was trying to make money. It's got some Pierre. It got some things to it. Trust me, I read the shit out of this book just because of that cover, and I actually traced this many times trying to redrawing this picture, recreate this. All right, all right, all right. This is just like a compilation one. Nothing special about this. Oh, look at the Hulk drinking the milk mustache. Tell me about the Hulk versus the Thing original story.
The Hulk vs. the Thing is one of Marvel Comics' most enduring and iconic rivalries, starting with their first fight in Fantastic Four number 12, 1963. The battles are legendary for their sheer destructive power, representing a clash between the Thing's unyielding spirit and the Hulk's continually increasing limitless strength. While the Hulk usually wins due to his power scaling, the Thing often gains victories through intelligence, unexpected tactics, or brief power enhancements.
There you go. Who's stronger, Aquaman or the Thing?
While both are immensely strong, Aquaman generally exhibits superior strength feats, like lifting a cruise ship, compared to the Thing's top feats like supporting an oil rig. Aquaman is also significantly faster, and his trident gives him an edge.
The thick book is going to stand there like that. All right, last two. Last two. Here we go. Tell me about the Incredible Hulk issue 377.
The Incredible Hulk number 377, 1991, is a key issue in the Peter David Dale Keown run, famous for the first appearance of the Professor Hulk, the merged Hulk. In the story, Doc Samson and the Ringmaster delve into Bruce Banner's mind, forcing his three primary personalities, Banner, Green Hulk, and Grey Hulk, to confront their traumatic past with his abusive father. This mental breakdown leads to the three personalities merging into a single being, with Banner's intellect and the Hulk's strength.
Average price?
The average price for the Incredible Hulk number 377 varies significantly based on its condition, grade, and whether it is a first or second printing. Based on current listings, here is a general price breakdown. Raw/ungraded copies. You can typically find lower grade or uncertified copies ranging from $15 to $30. Mid-grade certified copies, e.g., CGC 8.5 to 9.0. These tend to be in the $45 to $70 range. High-grade certified copies, e.g., CGC 9.4 and higher. Prices for these top condition books can range from $100 to over $165.
What about the Incredible Hulk number 32?
Since the original Incredible Hulk series only ran for 6 issues in 1962-1963, you are likely referring to the second volume, 1999 series, or the third volume, the Incredible Hulk Volume 3 2000 series. Assuming you mean the Incredible Hulk, Volume 3, number 32, 2002, the issue is titled Coup de Grace and is the climax of Paul Jenkins' popular run. In this story, Ant-Man, Scott Lang, shrinks down and enters Bruce Banner's body on a fantastic voyage to confront the core psychological problems preventing the Hulk's stable existence, leading to a major transformation of the character's status quo.
What was the transformation?
The transformation in Incredible Hulk Volume 3 number 32 was not a physical one, but a psychological change where Bruce Banner's mind was repaired, giving him a newfound sense of peace and stability after overcoming his inner trauma.
Average price for the book?
The average price for the Incredible Hulk number 32, Volume 3 2001 is generally very affordable, reflecting that it is a common issue from a later run, not a major key issue. Based on current listings for ungraded copies, average price range. The comic typically sells for between $3.99 and $14.99 depending on the seller, condition, and whether it's part of a collection being sold. Retail examples. One listing for the Incredible Hulk number 32, 2001 is $3.99. Another listing for a copy is $4.50. A 2011 issue from a different volume, Hulk Volume 3 number 32, is listed for $14.99.
1990s Guardians of the Galaxy, Issue 1.
This 1990 series is the start of the quest for the S.H.I.E.L.D. arc, where the 31st Century team, Vance Astro, Yondu, Martin X, Starhawk, etc., lands on the planet Korg while searching for Captain America's S.H.I.E.L.D. They immediately encounter Taserface and the Stark, a technologically advanced race who worship Tony Stark. The issue is notable as the first appearance of Taserface and the Stark race. Average price, ungraded, $5 to $25. High grade, CGC 9.8, $100 to $180.
I thought it'd be worth more. The number 2 is probably like $2. What happens in issue number 2?
Guardians of the Galaxy number 2, 1990 is Quest for the S.H.I.E.L.D. Part 2. The Guardians continue their battle against Taserface and the technologically advanced Stark race on the planet Korg, and the issue features a guest appearance by Firelord.
Average price?
I encountered an error doing what you asked. Could you try again?
Tell me a superhero joke.
Why did the X-Men skip the baseball game? They heard the field was danger room only.
Bing, bing, bing. Tell me another superhero joke.
What does the Hulk use to hold up his pants? A web belt.
Web belt. You sure? Say that one again.
A web belt.
Why would the Hulk use a web belt?
The Hulk would use a web belt because he mistakes it for a heavy-duty belt, or because it's a pun on the word web, like Spider-Man's webbing, which is a common superhero gag.
But the Hulk doesn't use webbing, so why would he use a web belt?
That's the joke. The humor comes from the pun on web belt. The Hulk would never need a light, webbed belt, making the idea of him using one for strength or utility absurd.
All right, tell me another one.
Why did the Flash break up with his girlfriend? She was too slow for him.
After I'm done bagging everything, then I got to organize everything. Marvel, DC. Independent file. Oh, crossovers. I think crossovers I got to keep with the independent pile, right? Alf, and then another love and marriage. Peg. They drew them pretty good. Looks like them. Kelly, Bud. All right. I think I'm done. Hey, man, thank you for hanging out. You've been watching the 757 Hustle Show. If you made it all the way to the end, and if you're here, thank you so much. Pierre Kelly, if you're still there, thank you for hanging out like always. Like and subscribe and hit the notification bell so you know when I jump on. And I'll talk to everybody soon. I think that's all the comics we got. No, we got a lot more, man. We got a lot more. Trust me, man. I got there's so much. It just doesn't end, man. Look, man, we got freaking Captain America versus Wolverine. We got Batman Beyond. Look at that. Batman versus Batman. Look at that. We got Spawn. A lot more stuff, man. A lot more stuff. Look at that. Here's another. This is the first time Marvel versus DC. There you go. We got Batman 89, the movie special. We're going to do that one night. We're going to reenact the lines. Yeah. So, Secret Wars 2, issue number 1. So we got stuff, man. We got stuff. Here's a little teaser. Here's a little teaser, the last teaser. Tell me about the Web of Spider-Man issue number 1.
You are likely referring to Web of Spider-Man number 1, 1985, which launched the third concurrent Spider-Man title. The main story, Walking into Daylight, features the first appearance of the villain known as the Vulturians, a group of 4 criminals who steal the original Vulture's costume designs to make their own winged suits. The cover also features Spider-Man wearing his black symbiote costume. Would you like to know the average price of this issue?
Yes.
The average price for Web of Spider-Man number 1, 1985 is ungraded, near mint, very fine, $20 to $40. High grade, CGC 9.8, $130 to $350, depending on direct versus newsstand edition.
And these are the books just underneath my desk. This is nothing, man. I got look at this. So I'll tell you. So I was trying to get monetized, and for YouTube, you need to get 4,000 hours. But I made a mistake. And I had to delete a lot of stuff, so I lost a lot of my watch time out. So here I am. All right, you've been watching 757 Hustle Show. My name is George. I'll talk to everybody later. Be safe, and I'll talk to you soon. Peace.